The Supreme Lord said, O Partha, Arjuna, when one abandons all the selfish desires that torment the mind and is satisfied in the realization of the self, such a person is said to be stable in wisdom. Discard selfish desires. Craving of the senses will torment the mind. Come in touch with the inner bliss of the soul. Become stable. Accept the highs and lows of life. Contemplating on the objects of senses, one develops attachment for them. From attachment springs up desire, and from desire, which is unfulfilled, arises anger. Example to understand. A class has many boys and girls who interact together. A boy notices something about a girl and thinks, I would be very happy if she was mine. Thoughts repeat in his mind and he develops attachment with her. He tells his friends that he is madly in love with her. His friends ridicule him. He loses his sleep. He is angry that girl does not love him. The boy ruins his studies and spoils his career. Anger leads to clouding of judgment, which leads to confusion of memory, which in turn leads to loss of reason. And from loss of discrimination, one goes to complete ruin, multiple mental ailments. Anger impairs our judgment. People commit mistakes in anger and will regret later for it. Intellect is clouded. The person forgets what is right and what is wrong. The diseases of mind are the consequences of attachment with the sensual objects. The one who is self-controlled and is free from attachment and aversion, even while using the objects of senses, attains the grace of God. For the proper discharge of our duties, we need many things. The real evil is not possession of things, but undue attachment with them. We can be a professional. We can have our family. We need income for that, and we have to provide basic necessities like food, clothing, shelter, and for all other needs, we need a profession to support our family. One who has not controlled his mind and senses can have no determinate intellect, nor such an undisciplined person can have the sense of duty. One without having the sense of duty can have no peace. And how can there be happiness for one lacking peace? Regulate your mind. Free yourself from wrong tendencies. Achieve your goal with right thinking and action. Uncontrolled mind will lead to wrong decisions, and we cannot take proper actions with regard to our material life and spiritual life. As a consequence, we cannot have peace nor happiness. One cannot achieve freedom from results of karma by merely abstaining from work, nor can one attain perfection of knowledge by mere physical renunciation. Perfection is the goal of our life. Abstinence from work does not result in state of freedom. We should learn to work without attachment to the fruits of our action. One cannot attain the state of knowledge merely by renouncing the world and becoming a monk. Out of previous habit, the contaminated mind keeps running in the direction of anxiety, hatred, and attachment. Proper sadhana with dedication and devotion will lead us to success. It is far better to perform one's own duty, though tinged with faults, than to perform another's prescribed duty, though perfectly. It is preferable to die in the discharge of one's duty than to follow the path of another, which is fraught with danger. Whether we realize or not, we all share a common goal, which is evolution of our consciousness and divinization of ourselves. So in regard to this, it is better to be ourselves than to pretend. Duties born of our nature can be easily performed with a stable mind. It is better to follow the path of righteousness at all cost than becoming corrupt. Actions which are detrimental for our consciousness will hinder our progress on spiritual path. Thank you all.